This video is brought to you by OneFootball, the one and only place to get all your football news. Hey guys, it's GameFace, welcome back to episode 40 of my Manchester City career. Now in today's episode we've got 3 games to play. The first game is going to be against Tottenham. It's in the Champions League semi-finals. It's the first leg for us to play as well. It's the home leg, so a game where we basically have to make sure we don't concede many goals, don't give away too many away goals in this fixture. 3 days later, a tough game against Liverpool as well for us to play. We played that match, and then 3 days after that, another game against Tottenham. The second leg, of course, to determine who goes into the final of the Champions League. Hopefully it's going to be us. We'll wait to find out though. This is going to be the penultimate episode of the season. Basically this episode we're going to get through those 3 games. Next episode we'll sim Burnley, we'll sim Huddersfield, we'll play probably Brighton, and we'll also play the Leeds game as well, and maybe if we are into the Champions League final we'll play that one as well. So next episode will be the last one of the season, then we'll go into a new season, and we'll hopefully bring in some new signings and do all that sort of thing, and start off a new season yet again. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, and I'd really appreciate it. Also please go ahead, smash that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team I'm going to go with for this game against Tottenham. Obviously a very strong side here. Edison in goal, Kyle Walker, Stones, Otamendi and Mendy in defence. Bernardo Silva, Messi and De Bruyne in midfield, with Mbappe, Aguero and Leroy Sané as our front 3. And let's just see whether we can get ourselves a good victory here. Like I said before, hopefully not going to concede any goals in this game. It's going to be tough against Tottenham. Got a good team, good set of players, but hopefully our side is going to be good enough to beat them. I should also mention that the comment of the day is on screen right now. Don't forget you can use the hashtag comment of the day in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of today's episode, and you could well be featured in the next episode of the Manchester City career mode. So without further ado, let's crack on with this game against Tottenham and hopefully get one foot in the final of the Champions League. Let's wait and see exactly what awaits us here. Tottenham with a good bit of build-up play to kick off this game. It starts off with a shot as well by Tottenham, 6 minutes in. They kept hold of possession really well there. Sissoko with a shot which gets blocked and out for a corner. Got to try and clear this one away if we can. Eriksen to deliver. Ball goes in. Got to do better than that. Eventually cleared away though. Aguero's won it back. That's in a good position as well. So Aguero needs some support from Messi here. Messi's alongside him. Aguero's coming in, looking for a pass. It's gone to Leroy Sané, who tried to hit it first time. I'll be completely honest, that was not supposed to be for fine Sané. It was supposed to be to Messi in the box, but found his way to Sané, who his shot got blocked, unfortunately. A little bit disappointed we didn't do more with that chance. Chance for Dele Alli. It's opened up nicely. Oh, so close to a 1-2, and in fact it was nearly finished off by Eriksen. A really good chance for Tottenham. Didn't even expect Eriksen to get to that. I thought we were going to beat him to it. But John Stones couldn't quite get that. Eriksen puts it wide. It's not a good shot actually in the end. I'd be disappointed with that. But Tottenham so far, look at the better team. Could have had 1 or 2 goals maybe early on here. It's a sloppy pass from Kyle Walker. It's allowed Dele Alli through, but luckily Otamendi comes and saves the day. And again, it's so close. We need to start to pick things up a little bit here. Aguero onto De Bruyne, good run forward. It's opened up for Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's wide. Should have scored. How has he missed? How has he missed that? Surely should score that. He runs all the way through, and the finish just, he just had to find the top left, and it's over the bar as well. It's a really disappointing strike. Should be 1-0 up here. Of course, Tottenham have had 2 or 3 good chances themselves, so they arguably should be winning this game, but frustrating we didn't take that chance. I think Dele Alli might be playing up front in this match. He seems to be playing the last man every single time, and he's running through there, saved there by the goalkeeper, but pretty sure he does seem to be playing as a striker here. Oh no. Oh, it's another own goal there. Eriksen with the cross. Some reason we've nodded it in our own net. It happened in the Napoli road yesterday, I think it was, where we conceded an own goal. We've done it again in this one. I've never conceded so many. I'm pretty sure it's 3 now. And maybe the last 5 videos, I'd say, across sort of both career modes. I'm pretty sure we've scored a few. It's Bernardo Silva this time is stretching for it. Should leave it to Mendy or the goalkeeper. Don't know why he goes for that, but he flicks it into the back of the nets and past the goalkeeper. Losing the game 1-0. Not the sort of way you want to concede. Not the way you want to concede an away goal as well by your own player. So disappointing. But ultimately deserved, I think, for Tottenham to be in front, so can't complain about that too much. But need to start to play a little bit better, because at the moment we're all over the place. Messi running through, can we equalise straight away? Takes on his right foot is the wrong decision, wanted it on his left. And would have been a good response, but unfortunately didn't find the back of the net. De Bruyne will shoot as well, but he puts his shot wide. Half-time, losing the game 1-0. A little bit surprising, really. We haven't got going at all in this game. We've been very slow to start and slow to finish the first half as well, to be honest. So, yeah, really disappointed. Not too sure exactly what's going on. We've got a very good team out, but Tottenham have had more shots. They've had the better the chances as well. So I'm not really too sure what's going wrong at the moment. I just think we need to start to keep the ball a little bit better. We need to create more chances. We're overhitting a lot of passes. Quite sloppy in possession in general. So we've got to improve on many different fronts. Hopefully we can in the second half. Tottenham here, not off to a good start at all. So going to be a cross for Mbappe and then trying to pick out Aguero, but unfortunately was cleared away. First with Genius, David Silva and Gabriel Jesus both to go on. We're going to take off Bernardo Silva and Mbappe. So obviously difficult decisions to be made here, but we're going to have to do something 10 minutes in and we're not looking good at all. So David Silva's coming on. He's going down now and overall, but I still think he's got good quality at times. He has been in relatively good form as well. He's not had that much game time recently, but certainly last episode I remember him, he was sort of involved quite a bit more in getting goals. So hopefully we can do that with him on the pitch now. We've got to try and step things up. We've got to find an equaliser here. Don't really want to be losing this game if we can help it. Aguero over to Gabriel Jesus. That's much better. Jesus is running through. Oh, saved by Lloris. Sané follows up with the header and he's got us an equaliser with 30 minutes to go. We're back at level terms finally, and it's about time as well. We're starting to have a couple more chances now in the second half. Starting to look a little bit better since David Silva came on as well. So very happy to see that. Jesus, obviously the other substitute, having the initial shots. Sané follows up and we found ourselves an equaliser. Got a goal now to try and win this game. 30 minutes left. Need a second goal to give us the advantage in this game. Obviously at the moment Tottenham still have the advantage with that away goal. Leroy Sané pushing forward. Looking for a runner to be made. Come on, still make the right run here. Sané turns back inside. Gonna have to shoot himself. Just about saved by Lloris with his left hand there. Out for a corner. 25 minutes to go. Tempting to make the final change, but it depends who we should bring on, really. Messi, I think, has been out of this game a lot, so it's tempting to bring him on. I'm tempted also to switch things around a little bit. Okay, Delph to come on, Messi to come off. A little bit controversial change to be made. Obviously, Messi much better than having Delph, but I do quite like Delph in game. It gives us a lot of pace in that midfield position, so we'll do that. Keep the front three the exact same, but De Bruyne will move forward now. David Silva onto the right-hand side of midfield, but we'll see how we get on. We'll hopefully try and get ourselves a second goal still. But Fabian Delph just going to give us some more likes in the midfield as the game gets a bit more stretched towards the end of this game. Otamendi looking for the flick on there, but it is just literally a flick on, no one else to be on the end of it. Stones with a pass here to Jesus coming inside. Aguero looking for a turn and some support as well. Oh, it's supposed to be to De Bruyne. He got brought down, but Sané's still going. Leroy Sané's running through the middle. Oh, went too close, but he's still going. Sané scores. It's the second, and it's with 10 minutes to go as well. We might just have won this game 2-1, and it's Leroy Sané who eventually finds the back of the net. Really, really strange attack there. Ran through the middle, got a little bit too close to the fullback. And in the end, he goes in for the challenge and puts on a plate for us there to smash it past Lloris, who maybe could do a little bit better by coming out and trying to sort of spread himself to block that chance. But you can see it just ricochets towards him. Lloris maybe should come out, like I say. He doesn't really seem to come off his line that much and allows Sané to shoot on his right foot. It's the second goal. It's 2-1. And we're giving ourselves the lead for the first time in this game. Much, much better. And I'm glad to see Sané getting on the score sheet as well. Sané looks for that pass through to Jesus. It's a brilliant ball. We've sliced them open. Jesus to finish off the game. And he has to. It's a 3-1 victory now in the final few moments. Jesus scores. And Leroy Sané this time with the assist. It's 3-1. Much better towards the end of this game. Tactically, we've done very well. And I think those two changes with David Silva and Jesus coming on really changed the game. Fabian Delph also came on as well a little bit later on, but I think those first two in particular were the ones that changed the match. You can see that Lloris not able to save it. We give ourselves a 3-1 victory as well here, which obviously gives us a little bit more help in that second leg, which is actually, I think, in like 5 or 6 days' time, so not too much rest at all. But as you can see, that was the final chance of the game. We scored it. It's 3-1, and we come away with a good victory despite conceding first and conceding an own goal as well through Bernardo Silva. So good to see us turn that around, and that should now help us going into the second leg. A bid in for Marcus Wood, one of our players that we are interested in selling. That's from Exeter City, 440 grand for him. How much is he worth? 350. So it's really a no-brainer. I'm pretty much just accepting all these bids now for players that have been transfer listed. Just trying to get off our books, give some more space in the squad as well for young players from the youth academy that do have good potential to come in and obviously fill those spaces. Going against Liverpool now, it's really a meaningless game. We've had the league title won a few games ago, I think, so we've got to basically just continue to play these games. I think we'll play the game against Liverpool despite it being fairly meaningless. We'll play the match just so we have another big game to play in today's episode, and then we'll obviously finish off things by playing the second leg. Let's change around the team. Obviously going to go with the rotated side, make sure everyone's fully fit for the next game against Tottenham. Okay, so on to this game against Liverpool. I'm going to treat it as almost like a bit of a cup game, one of those sort of meaningless cup games. Obviously against a good team though in the Premier League. So we have made lots and lots of changes. We've won the league title already, so there's no need to go out there and put out a ridiculously strong team. It's good to try out some different players. So Joe Hart starts in goal, Mafia at right back, Company, Hernandez and Gulam in defence, City, Foden and Gundogan in midfield, Diaz, Costa and Coyote there as our front three. Costa, one of the younger players which has got, I think, got got a little bit of training from us, I think. It seems to come out of nowhere a little bit, though, for us. And I'm pretty sure we have traded up quite a bit. Diaz on the right-hand side, of course. Kehre on the left-hand side. He's just there because he's basically filling up the numbers. Let's be honest about that. But this is the team we are going to go with on the bench as well. So we got tossing out on the Fabian Delph, Torre, Silva, Bernardo Silva as well as Mbappe and Gabriel Jesus. Plenty of options as well. Yaya Torre, Tosin and Delph, the three players that are likely to come on during this game. But we'll wait and see exactly what we need. But hopefully make sure we don't get ourselves any injuries so we don't have any players ruled out of the future games. Okay, then here we go for this game against Liverpool. I imagine they have a very good team out, so it could be a bit of a demolishment by them, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully we can deal with the fact that we do have a weaker side out and they'll have quite a good team out. So we'll wait and see anyway. I'm sure they're still fighting for places in the Premier League. Oh, hits the post. Not a good chance for Liverpool. This time Coutinho, and they're certainly threatening our goal. We've not had as many shots as them at all in the opening stages of this game. We are only 16 minutes in, so plenty of time to still try and create things, but at the moment it's not looking particularly great for ourselves, although we did say at the start of the game anything can really happen. We could easily get demolished in this match, given the team that we have out. Good chance for Liverpool. What a block. What a block that is from Hernandez. Just dives in front of that one. It's a Coutinho strike, which could well have gone on target, maybe even in. It's going to go out for a corner here. One for us to defend here. Salah to deliver the ball in. Joe Hart will punch away. It's a weak punch and just dips over. That was close. Foden turns his man, looking for a shot and scores. It's very much against the run of play, but it's Phil Foden, the youngster, that does it. He turns his man and out to shoot, and he scores 32 minutes in. It's our first shot on target, certainly, and we've managed to get ourselves just in front in this game. It's good when he plays it to him originally, and the defender doesn't quite go harsh enough on Foden, and it just allows him to shoot. It's Lovren there, who's probably at fault. He should win that back. He should be a bit more aggressive than he was, and it's a great finish from Phil Foden. He's chipped to another one here, and he's given us the lead against the run of play, but we'll take it. It's 1-0. Gulam's won it back as the transfers hit them on the break here. We've got plenty of bodies running forward. Out to Kehre. He needs some support though through the middle if he can. He's going to run this one himself. Going to still look for a pass through if he can to Diaz. He'll go for a cross into the back post for Costa, and the youngster scored. He's doubled our lead on the stroke of half-time. It's again against the runner player. It's a counter-attack this time. We've thrown and committed loads of players forward, and it's Costa who gets the reward with the goal there at the back post. Good delivery in from Diaz. It's the front three creating that chance here. Obviously, we know that the front three is nowhere near as good as it usually is, but this is really good. Kehre comes inside, just lays it off to Diaz, puts on a plate for him to cross into the back post. It's perfect, that little finish there from Costa. Does enough to win it and finds the back of the net. It's 2-0. We should not be winning this game 2-0 at all. It's 2 shots on target, 2 goals, I think. So, yeah, it's very harsh on Liverpool, but we'll go into the half-time break 2-0 up. Yeah, 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Liverpool have had 4 shots, 2 on target, and have not scored a goal just yet. Possession of 45% as well for us, so Liverpool dominating on most of those stats there. We just have managed to be quite clinical, surprisingly, given the team we have out. We've actually been very clinical with our front three. First two changes, Fabian Delph and Yaya Toure both go on. We're going to take off Hernandez, who's booked, and also Gundogan as well. We'll have Gulam go play as our centre-back for a little bit of this game. Tosin will probably come on next as the final change, but for now Gulam will play as the centre-back. He's 6'2". He's got a bit more quality than Tosin, obviously, so we are going to play alongside Company for a little bit. Let's see how we get on for the rest of this game. Hopefully keep a clean sheet. I think that'll be a great achievement given the team that we have out. Yaya Toure to lay this one off. In fact, it's Gulam onto City. Oh, hits the bar. What a strike on his weaker left-hand side. It beats the goalkeeper, but unfortunately it does smash the bar. What's the Liverpool player doing there? He was all over the place, rolling about on the floor, but it's going to be our free kick. Yaya Toure's over this. Much better sort of shooting chance for Yaya, and it goes straight to the keeper. It's a poor and weak free kick there. Costa. Now on to Phil Foden. He's ran through again. Foden. It's a second for Phil Foden. It's a third for us. It's 3-0. We're now winning this game by an even bigger margin here against Liverpool. I don't really know what's happened. I think Liverpool just haven't been clinical enough, and we have been incredibly clinical in this game. Very bizarre, especially when you have so many rotated players in here. So many players that are not particularly great in terms of stats or overall, and yet we're still managing to take our chances so well. It's good to see. It's 3-0 here, and it's a good finish by Phil Foden, who gets his second of the game, and it's a really good bit of play from him. He's doing well in that centre-attacking mid position. He's scored a few goals recently when he's been given some game time. It's obviously difficult to fit him into the team too many times during the season, but certainly when he does play, he does look very good. Final change, Tosin's go on. We're going to take off City. Gulam will go play in midfield now. In fact, Fabian Delph will. That makes more sense, really. Gulam will go back to left-back position. Tosin will come on at City coming off. Costa over to Kehre. Good pass. Now needs somebody in the middle. Could it be Costa as well? No, it's Foden. Oh, so close to a hat-trick. saved by the feet of Karius and out for a corner. Just 8 minutes to go. Foden so close to getting his third of the game. That would have been a really good tally for him to get in this match. And that header there is going to go over the bar, I think from Gulam at the front post. Ooh, not what I wanted to do at all. And we're being punished from it. Oh, I've really messed that one up, haven't we? Company chips it back to Joe Hart, and I'd already told Company to pass it, so I went to chip the ball by accident, changed my mind to pass it, and in the end it chipped the ball to Joe Hart. He then passed it onto a play for Digne. All over the place there. That's just pure bad luck. It's disappointing not to get a clean sheet, but we're going to win the game anyway, so it's not too bad. But yeah, just frustrating to concede like that from something that's completely, well, my fault, my error. And we now still win the game, but only 3-1 this time. Foden with a pass through to Costa. Still a chance to get a 3-goal lead on Liverpool to finish this game. Diaz now to shoot. And he scores. Did not expect that to go in. And restored our 3-goal lead. It's 4-1. Diaz scores from the right-hand side. And it's a great finish past Karius. Maybe should have saved it, but it's difficult to tell. I'll have a look on the replay again, but good to see us get ourselves back in front by 3 goals. Really nice little finish there. Put on a play, I think, by Phil Foden. I think passes it along to him. Good bit of play. I was hoping Foden would get himself a hat-trick. Doesn't seem like it'll happen, but he does get himself an assist there. And good finish across the goalkeeper, 4-1. And that's it for this game, a 4-1 victory. Very happy to get ourselves 3 points. And we've done it with such a changed team as well, so even better. Was certain that we really weren't going to get the sort of result we're after in this game, given the team that we had out. But the players had enough quality, they took the chances, 9 shots, 7 on target, very good in the end. Phil Foden having a fantastic game, scoring 4 goals in total for this team. Phil Foden getting 2 of them, I think assisted 1 as well. On to the final game of today's episode. It's the second leg of that game against Tottenham, obviously in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Currently winning the match 3-1, I think, at the moment, so obviously in a great position. They do, however, have the away goal, which we need to try and get in this second leg. This is the team we're going to go with. Edison starts in goal. It's the usual defence. We've brought in David Silva, though, into the midfield this time, and Jesus is our striker in this game as well. Then Port gets himself on the bench, as does Tosinho, Torre, Delph, City, Bernardo Silva and Sergio Aguero. Plenty of good options there for us. And let's wait and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves into the final. Obviously at the moment currently got the advantage, but anything can happen in this game. Let's get ourselves a few more goals. Got to get ourselves a comfortable win here. Hopefully 2 goals should be enough to see us through into the final. Obviously 2 away goals would be more than the 1 away goal that they got in the first leg. So let's aim for that. Let's see how we get on. I imagine Tottenham have got something else to say about that. Harry Kane will be starting up front for this for them in this game as well. He was out injured for the last leg. Chips to Mbappe, who's going to take a shot. Probably won't try that again. I think it might be a throwing. Oh no, we've gone away with it. Just about a goal kick. Ball to Harry Kane, he shoots, he scores. It's Tottenham who have scored first again in this game, and it's Harry Kane who does it. And there might be some sort of fight back here. They've scored. It's now 3-2 in aggregate. And that means that this is going to be a very interesting second leg. I was hoping to score first, but it's Tottenham again that do it, and Harry Kane's the guy who gets the goal this time round. Okay, so we're now going to get ourselves a couple more goals, I think, just to try and make sure we go through to the next round. It's going to be tougher than I thought this game. Oh yes, what a pass to Mbappe. He's still going as well, looking for a cutback maybe, or just a shot instead, and he has found it. It's the back of the net. It's 1-1, it's 4-2 in aggregate, it's the away goal we're after as well, and Mbappe does it. Was so close to playing it across to Messi, but I thought the shot was better for us, and it turns out it probably was as well. 24 minutes in, and we have responded after that early goal that we conceded to Tottenham there. We've got ourselves one back, a back of level terms in this game, 4-2 up as well. The away goal's something we needed, now level on away goals. Could do with 1 more just to make sure we are definitely in front on away goals, and that would probably be enough to see us through as well, I'd imagine, but it's tough to say. Tottenham started well. De Bruyne with the delivery. Stones connects into the back post for Otamendi, who tried to dribble it into the back of the net. I did actually shoot at him, it didn't allow me to, but it goes back in, and that's the goal we wanted. It's Mbappe who gets us a second away goal. This is starting to look much better for us now, despite us conceding fairly early on. I think 16 minutes in, I think it was. We've managed to get ourselves in front now, just 36 minutes in, and it's Mbappe who scores it. Sané puts it back into the middle, and it doesn't end up getting defended properly by the Tottenham defence. Allows him to get the jump over Harry Winks and score past the goalkeeper. It's 2-1, I think 5-2 now in aggregate as well, so that should be enough to see us through into the final. There's still a little bit of time left, but Mbappe's on for a hat-trick as well, so I'll be desperately trying to get that before the end of the game. Yes, Otamendi, that's brilliant challenge. Not so sure whether it was actually a fair challenge, but it wasn't giving us a foul, so we'll go along with it. Half-time, winning the game 2-1, 5-2 in aggregates. At the moment, very happy with how we're doing. We should see ourselves through into the final of the Champions League, which would be great. But there is still another half to go, and anything can happen. Tottenham's still looking good, actually, going forward, so I am expecting to, at some point, be put under more pressure as well, so they could quite easily score and come back into this game once again, but it just seemed like we got enough of a scoreline to go on and make sure we win this game. Jesus waiting for Messi to make the run. He hasn't done yet, but Messi appears here and shoots and scores. Messi gets on the score sheet, 6-2, 3-1 in this game as well, and Messi is now added to the scoreline. It feels like a little while since he scored. Messi, he seems to sort of drop in and drop out of games a little bit. I'm not really too sure how consistent he has been for this team recently. I don't think he's been particularly great, but he scored here. He pops up really well. Initially, I think he should make a run past the defenders. He doesn't do that. He drops off. Just finds some space, though, to be fair to him. It's a good finish as well. But like I say, just not quite the consistency I was after recently. But certainly chips in with a goal there for us. And it's still looking for an Mbappe hat-trick, though. First two changes, Davenport and Bernardo Silva to come on. We'll take off David Silva and also Messi as well. Two big names coming off here. They will be replaced with two decent players as well. Davenport complaining about the lack of game time recently. He does also play pretty well in games, so we are going to give him a chance here with 25 minutes left in this match. 3-1 up, 6-2 in aggregate, so obviously in a very good position. So should really go into the final here, so that's why I'm obviously making a few changes to the team. Resting some players as well for our more important games, and we'll wait and see how he gets on with the final 25 minutes left in this game. Still looking to add to the scoreline. Mbappe is still searching for his hat-trick. Hopefully he can find it, although it's going to be obviously a little bit difficult. So I imagine Tottenham are going to have most of the ball going forward here. That's it. 3-1 again in this game. Got ourselves 3 away goals. 6-2 finishes in aggregates. And we're into the Champions League finals next episode. Looking forward to that game. Also got another final to play as well. Should be the FA Cup, I think. Pretty sure it's against Leeds as well, so it should be an interesting game next episode. 2 cup finals to play, also I think 2 games in the league to sim, as well as maybe 1 to play as well. We'll wait and see. We might just sim all 3 of those games, to be honest, but very happy with how I've done in today's episode. Overall, pretty good, being very clinical at times as well, but good to see ourselves get into 2 finals ready for next episode. That game will be against either Barcelona or Real Madrid, depends who actually got through in that game. We'll probably find out in the next few days, but we'll leave it until next episode now. Very happy to have got through into the Champions League final in particular, because it is something we do like to try and win every single time we try and do these sort of career modes. 3 games left in the league, 3 games which we'll probably sim, to be honest. We'll play the next 2 games also next episode, and those games are against Leeds and the Champions League final not decided yet. Seems like the final's going to be against Barcelona, a week after the game against Leeds, which was the FA Cup game. Game against Barcelona as well, so contrasting finals in terms of our opponents that are playing in those games anyway. Very interesting matches ready for next time round. Looking forward to that. We'll sim the final 3 games of the season. I know a lot of people do like to see us lift the league title and that sort of thing, but we've done it before, so there's no real need to try and do it again. Something we haven't done before is obviously winning the FA Cup and Champions League, like we're going to hopefully try and do next episode. Let's end today's episode here. Looking forward to next time round. It won't be tomorrow, but the day after. Obviously alternating the career modes as I have been before. I was off for a little bit of a break. That's everything for today's episode, though. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Please go ahead. Also, smash that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to leave your comment of the day using the hashtag comments of the day in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of today's episode. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.